Good evening. I'm Tracy Potter. I'm a candidate for the United States Senate in North Dakota. This is the third in our series of Grillside Chats. It's Sunday night, the 4th of July, Independence Day. I'm all paraded out. We walked in the Dickinson, North Dakota parade yesterday, and today in Mandan, which is the Mandan Rodeo Parade. Like 10,000 people there. Shook an awful lot of hands. It's a 3 or 4 mile walk, I guess. It was a great experience. My wife says this is the only exercise I'm getting now. Anyway, it's Independence Day, and I was asked to speak tonight about what I told the Tea Party in Lemon, South Dakota, back in April. Tea Party is kind of an appropriate topic for an Independence Day, I guess, having to do with the Boston Tea Party. This group it gets its name, as I told them. I said, I understand that you get your name from Taxed Enough Already. And as a tax-cutting senator, it was easy to talk to them about my record on taxes because North Dakota has been awash in oil money. It's been very easy for us in the legislature to cut taxes. And in my Grillside Chat number 2, I talked about my record on taxes, which is quite remarkable, really, in terms of cutting property taxes, cutting income taxes, sales tax, everything. But it was because we could do it. And that's different at the federal level. We don't have that luxury when we're running big budget deficits as we are. So the second thing that I understand about your movement is a fidelity to the Constitution, a real belief in that. And that's something that I have been advocating and lecturing on in the North Dakota Senate. It's one of the things that my colleagues know most about me is that I'm going to jump up and say, wait a minute, that's not constitutional. I can't support that because it isn't right. That we may have different views on this, in that I'm concerned about how one body relates to another, how the Congress relates to the executive, how the executive and the judicial. And mostly, though, where we all agree is, I don't believe in overstepping legislative authority. That when the North Dakota Senate is trying to do something that puts itself at an advantage over the North Dakota House or against the executive branch, I blow the whistle. I'm particularly concerned about this at the federal level, and I've spoken about this as well. It's the filibuster, where I believe that the United States Senate has made itself too important by instituting the filibuster to the detriment of the other branches of government. The Senate is supposed to be where we cool passions, and we do that by giving them 6-year terms, so that not every 2 years you can throw the entire Senate out, so that there's some consistency, some longevity to the terms. But they weren't expected or supposed to become the place where everything dies, where it stops because it requires some kind of a supermajority. Supermajority is appropriate only for declarations of war or for changing the Constitution. But it's not appropriate for every vote that comes before the United States Senate, and that's what I told the Tea Partiers is about my fidelity to the Constitution and my understanding of that. And then lastly, I said, what I also hear from you is that government is too big. And this is something that concerns me. Not that government isn't too big, but it's only too big when government isn't us. I complimented them for coming together, for meeting, for being involved citizens, because it's through that process, citizens being involved in their government, that they learn that they are the government. That's what we have to be. We have to recognize that when Wall Street controls Congress, the answer isn't to say, we don't want government. The answer is to say, we want Wall Street out of Congress. We want Congress to represent the people of North Dakota, the people of the United States. And that's what I'm running to do. I want to represent the people. Well, that's the Grillside Chat for today. I want to wish everybody a happy Independence Day. If I had been in the Congress of the United States in 1776, I would have voted for independence from Great Britain. I want you to know that. We got to throw those British out. They're stepping on our rights, and I believe that our country is a great country. And before I break into my rendition of "It's a Grand Old Flag," I'm going to just wish you a happy Independence Day, and see you next Sunday night, Grillside Chat.